Good morning. Welcome. For those of you that know the song, you can sing it at home. And for those of you that remember the hand signals, maybe you can teach them to people in your family. I have a very big white box here. I wonder if I have a big white box because we are in the season of Easter. I know that the church uses the color white to represent the season of Easter, so maybe that's why I have a white box. Maybe this is a resurrection box because we are in the season of Easter and we're learning about the resurrection. Oh, there's a lot of things in this box. Okay. This is a tomb. A tomb is a place where people were put after they died. Jesus died, and he was placed in a tomb. The one who had said amazing things and did wonderful things had been killed. But God made him alive again. And some friends of Jesus, they went to the tomb only to find it empty. But an angel came, and an angel told them, "Don't be afraid, for he is risen. He is risen indeed." And one of the women, she was there when she saw Jesus, but she didn't recognize who it was until he said her name. "Mary," he said. And then she knew it was Jesus, and she rushed to share that information with the others, and they all wondered what had really happened. This is a road. A road to Emmaus. On the same day that Mary saw the angel and saw and recognized Jesus, on that very same day that Peter and John went to the tomb only to find it empty, on that same day, some friends were on the road to Emmaus. And while they walked from Jerusalem to Emmaus, they were joined by someone, but they didn't know who it was. And they talked together. And it wasn't until they got to Emmaus and they invited him to join them for dinner. And he picked up the bread and he blessed it and he broke it in two and he shared it with them. It was then, only then, that their eyes were opened and they knew it was Jesus. He was alive. And just as suddenly, he vanished. The friends, they were so excited. They rushed back to Jerusalem to share the good news. Now, some friends had been gathering in an upper room. And while they gathered in the upper room, they shared stories, things that had happened to them, things that Jesus had shared with them. And they wondered what had really happened. They talked about the tomb, about Mary going to the tomb, and how the tomb was empty. They talked about seeing the angel, that Mary saw the angel. And they wondered together, what had really happened? And when the friends arrived from Emmaus, they joined them. And they shared the good news. We have seen Jesus. He is alive. He talked with us. He walked with us. And we didn't recognize who he was until he broke bread and shared it with us. Well, all of the friends, they talked together and they wondered what had really happened. And suddenly they were joined by Jesus. And he stood among them. And he said, "Peace be with you." And then he asked them for something to eat. He spent time with them, and he talked with them. And he explained why he had to die and be buried and rise again. And he helped them to understand the resurrection, his new birth, his new beginning. And he said again, "Peace be with you." And then suddenly, he vanished. I wonder, how long did it take to rush back to Jerusalem from Emmaus? I wonder what it felt like to be the friends in that room and to be with Jesus. I wonder what it felt like. I wonder, what did they talk about after Jesus vanished? I wonder if we will have a story from the resurrection box next week.